Woo! Cat!
Let's get ready to rumble!
I'm a bad man! I still got the world! I still got the world! My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious.
I feel I'm the best ever. I broke everybody's record. Tell me who record I haven't broke.
Colossal Boxing Talk.
What's up, YouTube? This is Smooth Cat yet again, back CBT as you guys know, and I'm here to for the breakdown for Gennady Golovkin versus Willie the Mongoose Monroe Jr. And like I say, with this fight, this is a fight where a lot of fight fans have been they kind of been saying that they believe the slick boxer is Gennady Golovkin's weakness. I'm not sure if I necessarily agree with that exactly, but it will be interesting to see how Willie Monroe's style causes problems for Golovkin, because as we know, Willie Monroe is a precise counterpuncher. He doesn't have the most power in the world, but he does have respectable enough power where he can hit you, and I mean he can keep you honest, as we saw in this fight against against Vera. But let me go and get into this film. This will be Willie Monroe Jr. versus Brandon Adams, and this is the second round. But okay, Brandon Adams is the type of guy, he's heavy puncher, and he actually is trying to find a way to corner Willie Monroe Jr., but Monroe Jr. constantly gives him different angles, and when he gets in close, Monroe Jr. is comfortable with fighting off his back foot, as we have seen in his fights. But okay, also Monroe Jr. being a southpaw, that means if he gets his lead foot to the outside, he has the advantage over Brandon Adams, and that's something he'll be looking forward to trying to keep Gennady Golovkin moving all night. He doesn't want Golovkin to be able to sit still and get comfortable, and to be able to pin him up against the ropes. But as you see, every time he gets near the ropes, he resets his offense. That's intelligent ring generalship, because not a lot of people know exactly where they are in the ring at all times. But as you can see, he knows where he's at, and he just showed you again momentarily that when he's in a situation when he's about to have his back on the ropes, he maneuvers to get out of the way of it. And those are signs of a very intelligent, very confident, and smart fighter. Okay, now that's here. He sees Brandon Adams is coming in, trying to land some big shots. So what does he do? He clinches, throws shots with his free hand, which you're supposed to do. A lot of guys, they get in the clinch and they kind of expect the referee to bail them out. And it's not the referee's job to bail you out all the time. Some referees bail you out naturally, but it's your job to get out of the clinch and to make the proper adjustments for yourself. It's not, like I say, it's not the referee's job to do that for you. Not at all. But as you see, Willie Monroe Jr. is very confident with sticking behind that jab and countering. But what he wants to do is, when Gennady Golovkin comes in, kind of like he's doing with Adams now, he wants to kind of clinch him up, hold him, and reset his offense. Also, to get at a range where Adams isn't comfortable and where he is comfortable. So against Golovkin, he will be he'll be facing a guy who has similar size, but as you see, yet again, he doesn't let his back touch those ropes, only unless he wants his back on the ropes. But overall, like, very intelligent fighter. He does a lot of nice subtle things in the ring that gets overlooked. That's the end of that round. And like I say, overall, this is Willie Monroe Jr. is definitely a very talented fighter. The thing is, what I want to see is, does Willie Monroe Jr. is he ready for the onslaught that Gennady Golovkin is for sure to bring with his ability to cut the ring off. So we'll see a test of wheels there between these two guys. Which guy ring generalship is better? Will Golovkin be able to cut the ring off on Monroe, or will Monroe be able to evade Golovkin? That's going to be a huge determining factor as to how this fight will play out. But here's this is going to be the second round of the second fight. This is going to be Gennady Golovkin versus Grigoris Proska. I chose Proska because Proska is a guy who he uses his lateral movement a lot, and he's a southpaw as well. So it's not the exact same look, but it's a very similar frenetic type of look. But as you see, one big misconception I think a lot of people have with Gennady Golovkin is you hear a lot of people, they kind of just call him like a power puncher who has no ability and things like that. But hold on, I'm going to touch on that. I'll get back to that. But Proska landed a nice little combination where he's actually touching Golovkin flush. But as you see, Proska actually has some power in his punches. But he can't hurt Golovkin. So when you can't hurt Golovkin, that he gains a certain sense of confidence when he knows you can't hurt him. I mean, it's kind of one of those things. It's not something that he should do, but when he sees you can't hurt him, he'll take some shots to get in. But he does have a very underrated defense as well, and you can kind of see it at times because you throw punches and he rolls them kind of like he just did there with Proska. But what you see is Gennady Golovkin is constantly cornering him, and even when I'm resetting, Golovkin is always there right in front of him. No matter, it just seems as if no matter where you go, what you do, he's always there. So that can be kind of disheartening for a fighter when you got a guy you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but no matter what you're doing, he's always like right there, right on top of you. It's like I say, it's very debilitating. And as you see, Golovkin roughing him up a little bit now. But yet again, like I say, Proska has good lateral movement. But Golovkin is very, very well adept at cutting the ring off. And he's definitely going to have to use that against Willie Monroe. But as we see, Proska is landing some good shots. But they're not having any real effect on Gennady Golovkin. And hence the reason why you see him keep coming forward. Ooh, nice straight left from Proska. So this is a fight that Willie Monroe can take some things from and kind of look. Now, see, the only thing with Proska is he does dip in and he gets a little bit wild. But overall, as you see, Golovkin still nice, calm, patient, landing his punches, still right there in front of him the whole time. Even when Proska moves, Golovkin is still in a position to be right there with him. And like I say, as a fighter, that's very disheartening because you're like, damn, how do I get away from this guy? Can I get away? And it's hard to get away from Gennady Golovkin. It really is. A lot of people don't see it, but it really is. But that's the end of that round there. But like I say, in this fight, Willie Monroe, he's gonna have to excuse me, he's gonna have to take some risk in this fight. He's gonna have to be a lot more aggressive than he's known for, because if he doesn't, Gennady Golovkin is gonna he's gonna go in there and he's gonna put on a clinic. So like I say, he definitely has to be more aggressive than he's accustomed with. And he's also going to have to, like I say, take a little bit more risk. But here we go. This is the 5th round. Willie Monroe Jr. against Brian Vera, and we're underway. But okay, now as you see, Brian Vera, I mean, he's nothing really like Golovkin. Brian Vera has he has power, but he doesn't have Gennady Golovkin type power. But as you see with this, Vera is following Monroe, and that's not a good thing because look at Monroe landing constant counters. And the thing is, if when you fight a guy like Monroe, who's intelligent, very good footwork, ring generalship, always knows where where he is inside of that ring. You're not gonna just sit there and you're not gonna corner him easily. So, like I say, as you're seeing Monroe land nice counters, and he's walking Vera into shots very intelligently. And Vera is sitting there, like I say, he's still following them. As you see, he's not cutting the ring off. He could cut the ring off. Well, he did a good job in that sequence there. But if he had a better way, if he would have done it all fight, maybe that fight could have went differently. But as I say, even when Monroe gets up against the ropes, he immediately gets out of there. And that's the thing there. Him and Golovkin are definitely gonna have a battle of the positioning in the ring, because as you see, Willie Monroe is very quick on his feet, very good lateral movement. Oh, okay, nice knockdown by Monroe on Vera. Vera glove did touch the canvas, but as you see, oh. Wow, that was a dirty shot by Vera. But okay, look at Willie Monroe still calm. I mean, he got a little frantic there because as you see, he's trying to get back, but he's landing the nicer shots in that combination. And for the people who say he doesn't have power, you just saw him there. He just hurt Vera with a nice barrage of punches, and he's landing a lot of clean shots here. And okay, Vera's tying up. But now what Willie Monroe is going to have to realize is, even if he does catch Golovkin and he's able to hurt him with a shot, you can't just, like how he just took that break, because Golovkin is the type, when he knows you're taking a break, he's gonna turn it up. And when he turns it up, he's gonna start putting his punches together, go to the body, go up top. And then you can get in a lot of trouble that way. But that's the end of that round there. But like I say, overall, this is gonna be a very interesting clash, because as I say, you got Golovkin, he's the big puncher in this fight for sure, and he's the more popular of the two. And last but not least, he's also the knockout artist. And so with that being said, I gotta get into, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. But this is the very first round between Gennady Golovkin and Daniel Gill. Like I said, I picked Daniel Gill because he's got good lateral movement. He's a smart fighter. I mean, a lot of people don't give him credit for that, but he is a smart fighter. But as you see, he's using his foot movement early, and Golovkin trying to get his timing down, so he throws that right hook, which it didn't land, but that's one of those throw shots. It's called a timing shot, is what that was. So he's trying to get the timing down, because as you see, Daniel Gill does have some type of foot speed. But Golovkin, as I say, his approach is very cerebral. He's always like looking at his opponent, looking for openings, and basically he's so intelligent at a point in the fight. If you make a mistake, Golovkin, he might not capitalize on it right then and there, but before it's all said and done, he's gonna get to the point where he's gonna capitalize on it. But as you see here, Golovkin's shooting that jab out there. He's cutting the ring, doing a good job of cutting the ring off. But Daniel Gill stays on the move. Just because he corners you, that doesn't mean you have to stay there. But like I say, as you see, no matter what you do, the subtle movements you make, Gennady Golovkin, when he's in front of you, he's in front of you. So, like I say, we're cutting the ring off on him. You have to attack while cutting the ring off, because if you don't, then you're gonna put yourself, in a situation where Gennady Golovkin he's gonna get you right where he wants you. And once that happens, we all know he has the power to hurt any and everybody in the middleweight division, and which is he just hurt Daniel Gill with a nice right hook, a nice straight right hand up top. But see, Gill is in a position where he doesn't need to be. This is what Willie Monroe doesn't need. It's okay to be brave in fights, but don't get too courageous in the ring against a guy like Gennady Golovkin. I mean, you pick your spots. You don't have to. How do I say it? Don't turn it into an all-out war if it doesn't have to be all-out war. But Daniel Gill just tripped over the camera. But this, if I'm exact, I think this is the round that went an extra minute. Instead of 3 minutes, it was a 4-minute round. But as you see, Golovkin putting in good body work. He says, okay, I see Gill wants to move, so I'm going to go to the body. And then when Gill comes to attack, I'm going to throw my left hook up top to let him know that I'm aware that he drops his right hand when he's throwing the left hook. So, like I say, Golovkin, he's a thinking fighter, even if people don't give him credit for it. He thinks inside of that ring. He really does. And I'm gonna cut this round short, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, my prediction on this fight, I got Gennady Golovkin winning this fight by 8th round KO. I believe it will be good, entertaining. Willie Monroe will have his moments, but I believe, I believe overall Gennady Golovkin is going to be too much, and he's going to stop him with a left hook to the body. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to my video. Hopefully you guys hit that like button for me. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. Subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Thanks for the support. Go over to Facebook, like Colossal Boxing Talk. Twitter and Instagram, follow us at Colossal CBT. I am Smooth Cat, and I'm out.
Yeah, we know we knock 'em down.